All right, and let's get this one going, shall we?
Yes.
Hello, one and all. My name is John Clow.
And I'm Roman Presh.
This is the Post-Watch Post-Mortem. Thank you very much for joining us today. We are currently talking about, as the first part of our...
Spook-tober.
Spook-tober, Shock-tober, something
Shock-tober.
Shock-tober. Shock-tober. Okay, basically, we're doing like a month of scary movies for the month of October because Halloween's coming up and we needed a theme, so we decided to go with one.
Yeah.
And the first film I think we're doing 5 films over the course of the next few weeks.
Yeah. They're all horror movies.
All horror movies, all spooky, scary, shocky horror films.
Yes, yes.
And the first one we decided to watch was Get Out, which was, I believe, your suggestion, wasn't it?
That was my suggestion, yeah.
And what a fucking suggestion it was. That
Great.
film is cracking.
It's a great movie.
It
like
is.
a minimum effort, maximum effect.
I wouldn't say minimum effort.
I mean, like budget-wise.
Yeah,
or
because
like,
we just literally just looked the budget up now. The budget for this film is $4.5 million USD.
which is nothing in cinema.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's like a drop in the bucket. And what they were able to achieve with that budget, my fucking word, man, it is absolutely cracking. I mean, it's a psychological horror movie, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
Directed by Jordan Peele, who's, what's the name of the comedy team he was part of? Because it was him and another dude. I can't remember, because I remember watching some old epic rap battles and they were both in it.
Yeah, but they're not part of the epic rap battle. They're doing like I think they have a show in Comedy Central, something like that.
Yeah, I know that. That's where I first came across Jordan Peele.
Just look for Jordan Peele and you have a
That's
thing.
a very good point.
Yeah.
1 second.
So yeah, the movie is very good. Surprised me because the movie was going into a route that I kind of like suspected, and then it flips over and basically the show.
Well, yeah, it's TV. Key and Peele, that's right. Yeah,
Key and Peele.
Yeah, so it was Keegan Michael Key and Jordan Peele. So anyway, they were comedy duo. I mean, I know they had like TV stuff that I wasn't really familiar with. The first time I came across them was on like epic rap battles on YouTube. When like, what was it? You had Michael Jordan going up against Muhammad Ali, which was actually pretty funny. But then obviously you got the Get Out. Getting back to this, I think was this his directorial debut?
I think he was. Yeah, it was his directorial debut.
What a debut!
Yeah.
What a debut! I mean, this film is fucking fantastic. I mean, not only does it kind of scratch away at the whole fucking racial things that are going on, that still kind of permeates a lot of American culture, and it was great tailoring it from the black perspective, both as a black director. And the fact also, what's his name again?
And it's also no. It's like it's I think it's an allegory of the media, not the media. It's an allegory of sports and television and stuff like that.
Yeah, kind of like, glamorizes black people.
They want those black people for not what they are, just because of the physique they have. Or the
cachet they're able to get,
to pay, like for example, Will Smith, stuff like that. Like that, they don't see the person; they see the value of it. We see like a monetary value, like football players or stuff like that.
There was commentary on that.
There is not hatred of black people. They just like respect it so much. Just like
they wanted a part of it.
There's an envy of having this.
Because I actually say that a few times. I think it's an interesting film. It's a very interesting film about how it kind of like highlights certain aspects within American culture. Because there is kind of this. I mean, where I'm from in the UK, it's more class based. Right, so it's not so much
race.
Don't get me wrong. There is a lot of fucking racial nonsense that goes on in the UK. There's still some racist dickheads going around. There's not a lot you can. Well, there is a lot you could do about them, but yeah, you get a lot of racist dickheads going around in the UK. Of course you do, but at the same time, like it's not as pervasive. I mean, like I grew up in East London, mixed race. Like when you're in that kind of environment, you don't really see people like on colour. You see people on like, are they cool? Yeah, I'll get on with them. If they're a dickhead, you don't get on with them. Do you know what I mean? If they think you're a dickhead, they don't want to get on with you. So, that's generally the general kind of like gist of it in the UK, or at least in my experience of it growing up. But yeah, I just think it's really interesting. Also, I wanted to point out Daniel Kaluuya as well. Or is it Kaluuya? Because I remember seeing him first in Black Mirror. About fucking 10 years ago.
You
Must
might
have
have
been
seen
now.
him also from Black Panther as well. He's playing a role there.
Yeah, I know he had like a minor role in that, but the first time I saw him was in Black Mirror. And if you look at Black Mirror, like now, especially
one?
the older episodes,
Which one is it?
it's in the first or second season. It's the one where they're on the bikes, and they've got a fucking. Have you seen all the Black Mirror episodes?
No, I don't think so. I'm staying away from a serial thing. You know, I don't know why.
Well, check out Black Mirror. Black Mirror is also, especially because I'm a huge fan of Charlie. Oh bloody hell! I can't remember his name now. Charlie, not Charlie Cooker. Charlie fucking something or other. Fucking hell! God damn it! Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to backtrack here. I'll have to go through Daniel Kaluuya. Let me just go back.
Sicario. It wasn't Sicario. Yes, right. It was the acolyte of the detective.
That's right. Hold on a second. Let's go back. He was in Doctor Who in 2009. Skins.
Oh,
He was in Skins.
is he British?
Yeah, he's British.
Oh,
That Mitchell and Webb look, philanthropist. What was the fucking...
is it British?
Shut up. We've already had a discussion with you and your accents, mate. They suck.
just-
Black Mirror, Bing. That was it. One episode he was in, 2011.
Yeah.
Charlie Brooker. That's the name. Charlie Brooker I'm looking for. Okay, grand. I've now established that. Well, I used to be a massive fan of Charlie Brooker because I got a couple of books of his articles back home in London.
Mm-hmm.
I used to read his articles all the time when he used to write in The Guardian. Huge fan of his like news wipes and his like his more commentary based stuff on the BBC. I got into Black Mirror off the back of my kind of like little fandom for Charlie Brooker. So yeah, that's where I first saw Daniel Kaluuya. So yeah, he's a British actor, but in terms of like his performance here, because like because what I've seen him in, I haven't seen him in a lot. I've got to be honest. But I remember him from that particular episode. You could see he was a fucking class actor in that. You see him in here, right? Basically, he carries you through that film. His performance is fucking absolutely epic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I love the way. I mean, his expressiveness and everything else. Like when he's in fear, you feel it. Do you know what I mean? When he's like on edge, you feel it.
Yeah.
When he's like fucking, and especially at the end when he gets that kind of cathartic release, when he fucking like, you know, he like. Yeah, I really kind of rate him in this, but the rest of the cars are also cracking. The girl, Alison Williams, who plays his girlfriend, she was cracking in it as well. That turn, turn. Where's the keys? Where's the keys? Where's the keys?
I like the
awesome.
only way they can tell you that she was a psycho is the scene, the very long scene of her like eating cereal, but like separately. Do you know, like
and sick and supping a glass of milk.
So at first she have one Fruity Loops, and then she have a little bit of a thing like psychos.
And that kind of, but things like, earlier in the film, she's just kind of charismatic. She's funny. She's engaging. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can see how the character.
She shows a strong woman, like
yeah.
You know?
I mean, like she's really cool. I mean, and you know, yeah, she's funny, she's charismatic, she's engaging. She's basically ideal girlfriend material.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
you know, it's too good to be true.
It usually is. But but that's the thing. Is like, and none of that in the initial stages, you feel their relationship is quite strong. The bond is really there.
The bond is strong. Like you can feel that she's the one that can help him. Like
only when the coin finally fucking flips.
Yeah.
And you realise, well, she's part of the whole thing as well. Because basically what happens is, like, this like family of fucking batshit weirdos, what they do, right, it transpires later on, is they use Alison Williams' character Rose as a honey trap for black dudes, right, to bring them out into the middle of nowhere, to this big fucking lovely mansion, right. So the charming girlfriend brings the boyfriend over and introduces him to the parents, and the parents come across initially as quite liberal when really they're not.
It's not about the politics, like they're not like.
No, the point is, it's not so much really they're not in terms of the politics. It's more that there's a facade that they put on.
Yeah, they're like, they're cool
fucking
parents.
Psychotic.
They're cool parents, like
yeah, exactly. They're fucking psychotic. A lot
like
of them.
You could feel that the thing, like when he was showing he was talking about the first Olympic in Munich. Is it Munich? Was it Munich or was it like Berlin?
No, it wasn't the first one. The first one was in London in 1896.
But this one,
but the 1930 Olympics. This is the one that was held in Berlin.
Yeah.
That Carl was his name. Jesse was it Jesse Owens?
we talk about it in the movie. Like,
He talks about him in the movie. Yeah.
We talk about this. Oh, my great grandfather was participating the race as at the white.
He was in the tryouts.
Tryouts. Oh, tryouts.
He was in the tryouts, and your man beat him, and then went over to Berlin and basically humiliated Hitler.
Yeah.
In Germany.
Yeah.
But and this was like a year before the World War. But also, you know what? Another shout out I got to give to is the younger brother, played by Jeremy Armitage, played by Caleb Laundry Jones.
But
he was unhinged.
You could feel he was psychotic. Like,
oh yeah, from the fucking get go.
Yeah, he was psychotic from the get go. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Absolutely fucking unhinged.
It's the one that couldn't control himself, basically.
Yeah, basically, he was the most obvious of the. He was the one that initially gives you like the impression that there's something seriously fucking wrong here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, like, I mean, the performances all round, like Catherine Keener as the mother, initially quite endearing. She looks very friendly,
Sweet.
very sweet, and then she brings your man in and hypnotizes him for the first time, and then you really kind of get the impression that things are going wrong, you know, and it just snowballs from there.
And the premise of the movie, at first, like I told you, like the movie took a turn. Like I say, I predicted it. You know, like I said, like they're hypnotizing them, and then he uses them as slave or stuff like that. You know, like that was my first impression. But no, the movie surprised you by going like crazier, far worse than just
far fucking worse
than just.
It turns out the dad is a fucking because they mention it. The dad's a neurosurgeon.
Yes.
Right. And what does he fucking do? He literally like. Because they have a fucking lotto pick, right?
It's not a lotto.
Bingo, whatever.
But it looked like a bingo, but it's not a bingo. It was actually do you know, like
a raffle.
It was not a raffle. It was an auction. Because remember, he was saying the numbers, the fingers, and like everybody, like instead of having like cards and numbers, they had bingo cards, and because everybody bingo cards were full. Like
the numbers.
Yeah, it was just like
it's an auction.
It was just an auction. It was an auction.
So okay, so it was an auction. So basically,
it's not a raffle. It was nobody like you have to pay.
Okay, you're right. Yeah. It's an auction. So anyway, they have the auction disguised as a bingo for Chris Washington, Daniel Kaluuya's character. For his body.
Literally his body. So later on in the film, you find out that the winner of that. Because they have this like little kind of video interaction where like it's kind of explained to him what we're going to do is we're going to basically we're going to have literally a brain swap, more or less. They're going to leave your brain stem in there, but we're going to basically my brain's going to go into your body, but they'll leave in your brain stem. Yeah.
Right. So anyway, it's. Because everyone acts fucking weird in this because they have like these two servants. It actually turns out that's the grandma and granddad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
they like live forever, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So they can carry on living. And they live through these black body, like black man and black woman, and they act really fucking weird. And like the more you find out, like, especially like later on when you see the bottom scars across the tops of their foreheads.
You see that at the end, though.
Yeah, you only see it at the end, but it's just like.
Oh my god!
Look at us with synchronicity, but yeah, I just thought it was just I mean, the thing is, I've heard of the Get Out. It's not as if I've never heard of it before.
No, but like I didn't expect. I know the movie, but I didn't spoil myself.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know the
ins and out.
Yeah, and you know what? Again, I've said this a few times when it's come to films that I haven't seen before. I'm glad I've seen it now.
Yeah,
because it gives you it definitely shows that Jordan Peele is a hell of a fucking director. And I want to see more of his work now.
What he did recently, new movies he did.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up here now. One sec. Director Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele, Get Out, Nope, Us, and Wendell and Wild. Nope is the most recent one for 2022. Wendell and Wild's also 2022.
Oh, Nope, yeah, that's right, Nope.
Nope, yeah. Get Out and
same actor
Us.
as well, same actor.
Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like
I like his visual idea of like the mind, like basically he has his TV and it's just like it floating away, like
that looks really cool.
Yeah,
going into was it the deep place or something?
No, the The Deep Place, maybe the Deep Place, or
No, it wasn't a deep place.
the Under. No,
Basically, they push your conscious right deep into your subconscious,
yeah,
essentially.
yeah.
Don't prompt me, right? Fuck off. Go away. Sorry, Mike. I was getting annoying pop-ups from IMDb, but yeah. I mean, like the fact this was his first film. It's just like it does blow me because the film starts off with a cold open with this black dude. He's walking up and down
Is like a neighborhood.
yeah, he's walking up and down his neighbourhood, and this white Porsche pulls up, and you hear "Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run."
And you see
run.
doing like a key thing to like it was you realize that later in the movie that was the brother of the family. That was the brother of the family that like kidnapped the first guy at the beginning. And he did like the arm like key thing to like
the
choke.
chokehold.
Chokehold, and he was going to do the chokehold on the table as well. Like
That's right, yeah.
because he couldn't wait. The guy couldn't wait. So, like let's go. Like let's do like because I think he's the only one who didn't want to play the game. Like basically, he was bored of it.
Yeah, I'd say basically like I said, he was completely fucking deranged.
Yeah, he didn't want to play the fucking game. Like just like knock these guys out and brain watch him. Like
Exactly.
like, yeah, that's what he wanted. Like
But they had to stick to the process.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean that's the thing though. I mean, but one thing I really did love though, right, and it was a small touch. But like because there's one like much later on in the movie, like the Washington character, Daniel Kaluuya's character, he's sitting down in the chair, and like one of his, you notice it sets it up early because like one of his tics is when he's sitting down, like he starts scratching away
scratching
at
the chair. Like
Yeah.
that's what saved him basically.
Yeah, so basically what happens is he scratches the chair to the point where all the fucking all the stuff comes out.
The
of
cotton,
the
the cotton.
yeah, the stuffing of the and he somehow manages to pluck that out and put it in his ears. Yeah, exactly.
It's doable.
Yeah.
It is doable.
Yeah, so he plucked it out, put it in his ears.
You should have kept them in his ears. Like that is the mother will have do the thing, and it will have not worked on him.
Maybe,
And he would have never
no,
hear
no, it
them
would have
coming.
worked. It would have worked. It
It
would
would
have.
have
But anyway, yeah, he did that. It was just like it was such a nice little touch because the way they built that up throughout the film.
Yeah,
You know,
it was coming up.
exactly, and so I like it when a film is smart like that because I mean, you know when twists just come out of nowhere, like totally left field. They don't build it up. They don't kind of because at the end of
My God, sorry.
we're both fucking at it at the moment, aren't we?
Gas.
Yeah, very, very burpy. But yeah, but it's all I can do here. Can you hear
Yeah.
the cars? Yeah, dicks. But yeah, well, one of these days we'll have a soundproof studio,
Yeah.
hopefully. But yeah, in terms of like, I like how that was set up. It was set up from the get go. It trains you, like it made you realize it was like, okay, this is a thing that he does, and by the end of it, when he does come up, when he does come up with that little bit of solution, when he does have that kind of eureka moment, it comes from a place where that it doesn't come across as being inconceivable or unbelievable,
Yeah.
right? And by doing that, he was able to save himself just by being fucking smart,
It's
by
like,
using
no,
his wits.
I think it's his trauma that saved him.
Well, but yeah,
It's trauma and his coping mechanism that
but,
saved him.
Yeah, but
basically.
also the realization of that. It's like because remember he picks it and looks at it and goes, "What?"
Yeah. So
Right.
because
So-
but if he didn't have any psychological problem with the death of his mother, he would have never saved himself.
Yeah, I know, true. I'm not disputing that, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is I want to give the character credit as well because like by having that eureka moment, yeah, that whole situation was born of him having that nervous tic because of the trauma that he encountered.
Yeah.
But it also ascribes to the intelligence of the character and thereby the intelligence of the audience for paying attention.
Yeah.
That when he does come up with that eureka moment, we're like there with him. It's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't come across as being fucking coming
Like
out of nowhere.
loop-de-loop, or like it's like a
Yeah, exactly.
no.
You know, it doesn't come out of nowhere, and you believe it. It's things. It's smart like that because it does. Again, it's one of these films that rewards you for paying attention, and that's what I like about it. You know, and the thing is, again, Daniel Kaluuya's performance in this, man, I can't fucking rate it highly enough because his performance is what carries you through. Because initially he's just kind of cool. He's very reserved, very withheld. You know, doesn't really give too much away.
No.
Right, but as the movie progresses, especially the scene where he kind of has like when he's first hypnotized by the mother, and she first sends him into that like into the deep place, whatever it's called, and like you see like the terror in his face. Like, at first, like the real like the emotional catharsis of the death of his mother and the absolute heartbreak of that and the guilt that he feels because of that, and then through like and right at the end when you like the catharsis of him like fucking basically murdering these cunts.
Yeah.
Right, you're there with him.
Ruthless.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, like at one point, well, because he first time around, he just basically takes a fucking a massive cue ball to the son's head. Then he fucking runs the dad through with a massive stag antlers.
Yeah.
And then he murders the mother because and then
Starting a fire as well.
Then starts the fire as well. And
because of course in the operation room there is candles. To like the candle touch is like, oh yeah, it's like ritual.
Oh yeah,
Satanist, you know, like.
But it ends up their undoing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Don't put candles in your R. Like
no,
like
don't
amateurs.
Yeah, exactly.
Amateurs.
Fucking amateurs. But yeah, I really liked. I mean, I loved his performance. I really did. I thought it was fucking fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
like the room is full of oxygen and stuff like that. You know, like
yeah,
should have blow up. Like.
And not only that, I mean, also like that the sense of disquiet you get. It's not just when he first meets the family, but when they have like this kind of gathering, the gathering that brings all the people.
Yeah, so
around.
Is it this weekend? Oh, of course, it's every. It's like every time, every year. No, you always change. Yeah, like what did she say that if she knew about it?
It's to mislead, isn't it? Misdirect the character.
Yeah.
And misdirect
to make sure that she's with him.
Yeah,
she's with him with that. You know, like she has no idea that's what's going on.
Exactly, because initially. Again, you really do get the feeling. Again,
they're going against both of them. Like everything is like they're both, and it's like I don't understand what's going on and stuff like that. Yeah, she's trying to be like okay.
Yeah, I mean like because again she's the ideal girlfriend initially.
Yeah,
she's perfect in just about every way. She's funny. She's charismatic. She takes, she's got. You can understand why someone would completely fall for her.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Hook, line, and sinker. It's only later on you realise she's a complete fucking psycho.
Yeah.
And
the brother was giving it away as well. She was keeping Toenail into a little like box or something like that. He was basically trying to ruin the thing, like so we can get on with it, like
Yeah, you're probably right there.
It was just on edge. He was just wanted to get to the part like that he preferred, like.
Mm. The lobotomy.
The lobotomy part, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But
he didn't see the point of all that masquerade thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
he was going to choke him at the table, like like he was.
That's right.
He was going to choke him on the table. It's like that. Yeah, just like let's keep all that fucking nonsense part and just go to the
Get to the bottom. Let's hack his head off.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you can understand it as well because the whole thing it was a process because it was all down to hypnosis and like putting him under, and they did it a couple of times. And the more because there was this talk about being suggestive to hypnosis. Because the thing is, like I remember going on a family holiday years ago, and we went to see this really fucking weird. We went to we were in Tenerife and we saw some of the kind of weird, kind of carnival-esque shows that goes on in Tenerife. It's all fucking, carny shite. But one of them was like being hypnotized, and the thing is, like you got to be susceptible.
You have to be open-minded. You have to be open of being like hypnotized. Sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, you do that a lot.
Sorry.
But anyway, even at the time, like he was like he did like his test with the audience to see who would be
a candidate.
A candidate, yeah, to come up and take part in this hypnosis show. Well, because me, my dad, and my brothers went. None of us kind of fell into it.
No.
Do you know what I mean? So I don't think we've got that kind of suggestibility. Some people do, some people don't. I'm not saying it was, oh yeah, I'm well good, me. It's just like I could have very easily gone the other way and been up there fucking, walking around on all fours and moving like a cow. Who fucking knows?
Mm-hmm.
But also I'd say there's a few audience plants in there as well to kind of draw people in. So, but yeah, I mean the whole thing with hypnosis, putting him under, and then making him more suggestible to basically getting his head lopped off. because that's essentially what it came down to. So they could like swap brains out for their paying customers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, interesting film, really fucking good. And the fact that they spent not only that, they spent $4.5 million on it now, and the box office. Listen to this: worldwide, $255 million on a $4.5 million budget. How fucking class is that?
Mm-hmm.
That's brilliant.
That's good.
That's brilliant. Because that's the thing. It was like, what what's one thing I keep saying?
Uh-huh.
You don't need all the money in the world.
No, you don't.
Right?
Good story.
Right. If you've got a good story, good directors. I mean, again,
Good actors.
Great Jordan Peele is obviously a fucking good director. Great actors in general. I mean, like I know we've gone on about Daniel Kaluuya and what's the girl's name again? Sorry. Alison Williams, but the rest of the cast, most of the cast there were absolutely fucking brilliant from front to back, you know, because they you know, so great cast, great script, good direction, great concept. Do you know what I mean? It was because there was one little jump scare. There was a couple of little jump scares.
Like the
dude running through the forest.
The one of the the dude running in the forest. The dark. The girl like passing by. Like,
yeah, there was that kind of like high pitched like violin kind of note. That kind of. But
the classic like
the very Hitchcockian kind of vibe. Yeah. But do you know what? Actually, this film is very kind of Hitchcockian. I'd say this is definitely the kind of film.
Psycho.
Yeah, a bit like Psycho, a bit like The Birds, a bit like fucking Rear Window. It basically like builds up the tension all the way through because it starts off very kind of relaxed and actually it doesn't start off very relaxed and chill because you've got that cold opener where the kid gets kidnapped who turns up later on in the film. But then but after that point it has a kind of like I said it sets up with the relationship. First you find out about Chris Washington's the character, and he's a photographer. He's got a good taste in music. He's got a small flat, but it's really nicely decorated. It tells you a lot about the character in terms of the environment, you know. And then you meet the girlfriend. The girlfriend is this beautiful, charismatic, funny girl. And then he says, "Oh yeah, we're going away to meet the parents." So then there's this whole thing where they meet parents. Then they hit a deer.
Mm-hmm. Which the scene of the deer called back of the end of the movie because she's like the deer, she's like hurt in the stomach and they're like down there. And
that's right.
And he's doing nothing. And he's crucial doing nothing.
Yeah.
To let her there. Yeah. So it's a callback to the end. Also, I like the end part, like when you see the light of the cops, and we all did think that it's like, oh, that's the end for him.
What's that?
Like when they see the light coming up the
road.
Yeah,
I thought that too.
It is cliche. Like they're like, oh yeah, he's black. There's a white woman like almost like that. Is gonna get like killed or stuff like that. Yeah.
Police kind of come out and shoot him, and it opens up and it says airport on the side of it. And it's his mate who comes to rescue. And his mate. Oh, sorry, we didn't really mention him. He was fucking class. Little Ray Howery is his name. Playing the character Rod Williams. Right, I thought he was he was basically like.
What is it?
That's him now.
Okay, that's him. Yeah,
right, little Ray Howery, little Rel Howery. Sorry, he was funny as fuck, man.
Yeah,
I thought he was.
It was a comic relief. It was comic relief of the.
Yeah, but he was good comic relief. He was actually funny.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
But like going back to that scene, like it's kind of we're like completely now wired that you see the black actor and you see light, blue and light kind of thing. It's like oh fuck, it's gonna get fucked. Like
exactly.
Like this should be justice and just should be like order. But from his point of view, it's just like
persecution. Like
those blue and red light is just persecution.
Yeah, but the thing is, like the reason why I bring his mate up as well, not just because I love his performance, I thought he was fucking fantastic and really funny.
Yeah,
but also he works for the TSA.
Yeah,
right. So he works for airport police.
What TSA mean again?
I don't know. So basically, right, if you go into an airport, you got to go through TSA to get into America.
Yeah,
right. So they're basically like airport.
Yeah, it's the guy who search you.
Exactly.
Like,
they're the people. Anyway, he arrives in the TSA car. Initially, you think it's a police car, but when you open up, it says airport, and then it scrolls, then it pans up, and there's him. Man, are you all right, or whatever? Yeah. And it's just like, yes, mate, go on, get him home, get him the fuck out of there, the poor fucker. He's been through enough. Yeah. Because I was a little bit worried there. I thought it was going to go into like it was going to go into a really dark ending.
Yeah, like a very dark ending. Yeah.
And it didn't.
No, surprisingly, it didn't. But I think it's like my point of view is it's sad that we had this idea at the end of it, like almost say like, oh, it's over for him. You know, like
Yeah, but that is by design.
it is by design. But like
by
I said,
design.
I said it's sad that our brain are like
Yeah,
for,
yeah, but things that's credit to the filmmakers, because they play into prejudices, they play into your preconceptions,
Yeah.
they play into all of that, and
also they kind of pre-call it at the beginning of the movie when they got when he got like arrested by the cops, and he asked for the idea of
because the girlfriend was the one who actually was driving when they knocked the deer down, but the police then asked him for his ID.
yeah.
And then the girlfriend, at the time, still playing the role as the charismatic, funny,
Like she will
girlfriend.
defend like him like no matter what, like
Exactly, and she caused the cop to
that
back
scene
off.
make you see that, oh, you have my back.
Yeah, exactly.
You have my back. Like, yeah,
You know
I
what I
trust
mean?
you. You have my back. Yeah,
Exactly. So yeah, like I'm fucking blown away by this film. I really fucking am, man. I just think it is one of the I'd say in terms of like the films we've watched, I don't know. I've got to put it up there, man. It's one of the best films I've seen I think it's, but I don't know. Is it one of the best films I've seen? Yeah, it is. It is really fucking good. I really enjoyed it. I mean, going to Rotten Tomato. I mean, it's not. It's a good like a gauge, but critics 98%, audience 86%. So while there is a difference of 12% in the two, it's mostly positive, and I can totally see why. It fucking blew me away. It really did. I was totally surprised by how good this film is. Do you know what I mean? Credit where fucking credit's due. And like I said, although it came out in 2017 and I was aware of the film, I hadn't seen any trailers to it. I hadn't really I've seen the poster to it, all right, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew Daniel Kaluuya was in it, but aside from that, I knew fuck all about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then seeing it today because you suggested it as part of our little horror thing, I was just like, wow, fuck me, this is really good.
You're welcome.
You know what? I mean, our gassiness today.
Yeah, no, it's the fucking Club Orange, like.
Yeah,
Not sponsored.
Club Orange, for those who don't know, is like an orange drink that's sold in Ireland,
Like Fanta,
like Fanta, but it actually tastes like orange juice.
without the. I just want to say something about the history of Fanta.
Well, that's tied to the Germans.
Yes.
The Germans,
Yeah.
and the Nazis.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
slightly tied to the Nazis.
Yes,
Slightly, like yeah.
Yeah, there was a little bit of there is a bit of a link there somewhere. I think.
Yeah, you look for it. It's there.
Yeah, no, do your own research.
Do your own research about Fanta.
Oh, that's what makes me laugh. Do your own research. You hear it all the fucking time.
Do your own research. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of look, mate. I'm raving about this film. I think it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about it again? Anything you want to talk about it?
What do you mean?
Anything that you?
Well, come on. I mean,
Come on, you come on.
I'm doing all the fucking talking.
I know you're doing all the talking.
I'm raving. Come on.
I did talk a little bit.
Come on, interject.
Yeah. I'll talk about the ending because of the cop thing that we thought that it will be like the end of the character, but he ended up not being it. Anything else?
Okay, look, I've raved about the film. All right, Roman, stop being fucking awkward now. All right, what did you think of the film? What's your thoughts of it?
I think it's good. I think it's a good look. It's minimalist into his doing, but it's still very artistic. There's a lot of, for example, like a lot of close up, use Dutch angles. It was like academically perfect for like.
Yeah, it's not Dutch angles for the sake of using Dutch angles. Usually, when it's done properly, you use Dutch angles to give you a sense of like disquiet.
But it's not like a Dutch angle. Like it's not like 4500 degrees. It's like it's just slightly tilted. Yeah.
Just to give you an idea that something's wrong.
Yeah.
But anyway, go on.
Also, like I think the movie was shot maybe with was it shot with like I don't know, like a small camera? What was the gear? You will not see that.
I don't know.
on
Probably 2017. Probably something along. I don't know. Maybe like Red Dragons or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Red
but like
cameras?
it's just like some scene. Yeah, maybe I don't know, but like something was like very like like the camera would be very small or stuff like that. Like is that. Anyways, like I don't know where I went there, but like yeah, but like technically it's a pretty beautiful movie. Like a lot of cool visual as well for the going under. Like
that's really cool.
The under.
Because it looks like he's like falling away into space.
Yeah.
Then he looks up and looks up and he sees basically his view, right, of what he's looking at
as a screen, like
yeah, it's almost it's like a screen that's very very far away.
Maybe it's because it's the point of view of the character. That's what I think. Like that's his mental vision of it because it's the TV. It's the TV that he looked at when his mother was dying, basically.
Yeah, maybe, but also it also gives the audience a
visual cue.
Yeah, a visual cue as to what's going on with the character.
Yeah,
that's that sense of being like detached from your own body.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Because the way the closest I've ever been to it is, I've had like times where I've woken up from a dream, but I've woken up straight from the dream, or like I've forced myself to wake up in a dream or something because it's not going very well. And you have this kind of weird sensation. It lasts a couple of seconds, but it's almost like your body's not. Like your body and your mind are not completely in sync. Mm-hmm. It's like your mind's awake, but your body's not quite there yet, and there's a kind of disconnect for a few seconds. I'd say it must be something similar to that.
Yeah,
where you're like you're aware of you're aware of your mind's aware, but your body isn't. Your body's still asleep. So that kind of sense of detachment.
I was thinking about the movie. The separation thing. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's like every black character in the mansion, they just talk white. They just talk white
because basically what's happening
is it's a white guy inside of a black body.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
they just talk white. In that scene when you go to reach for the thumb, you go reach for
oh yeah.
How do you call it?
The fist bump.
Fist bump. Yeah.
It goes to
it's like
hand up
it's
like that.
Like yes. Exactly. That's.
It's so weird.
That's so white. I'm white.
So am I. But I still do fist bumps. I always do fist bumps.
Yeah.
But again, it's not really a colour thing. I think it's more a product of environment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because where I grew up in London, like fist bumping is the usual thing, right, mate?
It's cool.
Exactly. Well, it's not cool. It's just what you do.
It is cool. It is cool. It is cool. Fist bump is cool.
If you say so. Yeah. You're a fucking goofball. You really are. But yeah, I mean, I think it's quite. Yeah, I think it was quite interesting. But yeah, also you got those kind of like those those kind of like that kind of weirdness that goes on because they put these brains into they put an old white person's brain into a young black person's body.
That's the horror part because I was scared at the beginning of the movie. Oh, it's just maybe going to be a thriller. It's not really a horror movie. I was like, oh, will it fit into the October thing and stuff like that? Will it fit in there? Because I think for a movie to be horror, or you have to be graphic, or you have to be scary, a scary thing like that, or you have to be strange as well. A lot of horror movies stuff like that are not that scary, but they're very strange. So yeah.
And I think with this one, it's more because it's more psychological.
But it did hit when he did the scene of him falling back into his mind. That was the horror part. It was visual and weird and strange. Outworldly. Yeah.
But also with the way some of the characters, especially and this is by design, the way that all the other than Chris, the rest of the black characters, they all act weird.
Yeah.
And when I say weird, I don't mean they don't act natural. There's something very kind of off-putting about them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The way they talk, the way they kind of it's just it's not like.
But talking they're acting like they were all men, like all people, yeah.
But it's not even they were acting like it's the way they were acting was very peculiar. Mm. Do you know what I mean? It's not that they were acting white is peculiar. It's not even that. It's just they were acting unnatural. The way they were looking and smiling. And no, it's not a racial commentary. Don't anyone get it twisted. It's nothing like that.
We can see them in the dark.
Oh mate, are you trying to get us fucking cancelled? Shut up, you dick.
It's funny.
All right, but in terms of but it's the way they acted so unnaturally.
Yes.
You can tell the way they were talking, the way they held themselves, everything. It just looked odd, and it's that sense of disquiet and that sense of kind of something not being right that is very pervasive throughout the entirety of the film. Mm-hmm. Pardon me, sorry, I'm burping all over the gaff as well. But I found that really fascinating. I find that, I mean, it was one of the things that really drew me in, and that's the thing. It's that kind of like where it kind of like makes you curious and it makes you intrigued. It develops the intrigue as the film goes on because of the weirdness, because of the disquiet. And the thing is, like, again with the character of Chris, like he's the audience through line. Not only is he the character going through it all and experiencing it, or we're experiencing it with him. This is why he's like, I think with him having his performance is so integral, because if it was a lesser actor, they wouldn't be able to pull you in and draw and pull you through in the same way. And yeah, I think his performance, like, because his performance is so like, I've got to say it's mesmerising, his performance. But that, when it's like you said earlier on, like when he goes to fist, like, because he finally sees another black dude and he's kind of see a weird white people.
Yeah.
And he walks up and goes, "Hi, my brother, how you getting on?" And he turns around and he's like, the way he talks back to him, it's just like, you could like, his facial expressions and everything else, and it's all very subtle. He doesn't overplay it or anything like that, but it's just like that subtle kind of, what the fuck, and. But yeah, I mean, like we say, we kind of hinted at it, there's kind of very Hitchcockian thing where, like, it's that sense of disquiet, that sense of intrigue that builds up throughout the entirety of the film, and then by the end of it, it just goes fucking bananas.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then, yeah, then you see, like, this old dude getting his head hacked off in preparation for poor old Chris getting his head hacked off.
That's the horror part, like,
yeah,
the visceral, like.
That's when it really starts fucking, right, that's when it really starts ramping
with,
up.
like, the OR with, like, candles. Like, I'm sorry, like, when you put candles in the like, just to look like something.
No, it wasn't candles.
They were candles.
No, it was electric lights. What happened was, when your man ran him through.
No, it was two stick candle thing and one drop. I can show you the footage there. But one drop and one candle.
I'm sure it was like one of those lights we've got there. He knocked it over. I might have well been candles. Who fucking knows? It would be
candles. It was two candles, like, on the black stick, like, thing going on like this in front of each bed.
All right, well.
Habemus.
Deus. But yeah, it's all right. Then I'll concede that point. I can't be asked. There's certain hills I'm willing to die on, and that's
like, it was the horror part, like the spiritual, like,
yeah,
like the ritual of swapping somebody's body over, like,
yeah. But anyway. But that's the thing, like, when you see, like, I mean, we see, like, first he cuts through the skin, and then you hear the bone saw fucking turn on and cut through the bone.
Yeah.
Oh God! And not only that, they show just enough. Yeah. You don't actually see the bone getting cut through or anything like that. It's all done from, like, the other side of this kind of weird kind of, because they put this
mask, kind of white halo thing.
Yeah, halo thing that they put around the top of the head. But yeah, like, you see just enough, and then most of it's done through sound design.
Yeah,
which is smart.
Yeah,
because the thing is, like, it's like that scene in Reservoir Dogs when was it Mr. White, James Marsden's character?
Yeah, the camera will look away. It's stronger to not show something than showing it, because the imagination is always worse than the actual thing that
precisely.
You see. I think you talk about that.
Oh yeah. So that's the thing, like, in good horror movies, that's what generally that's what it is. It's like, even like when he stamped on your man's head, the younger brother's head.
Yeah, you just see the sound of it, so you imagine that's, like, disgusting. You're like,
He's basically putting his boot through his head, but you don't see it because it's basically, you see his body lying kind of across a doorway.
He put his boot on his head until he touched the floor.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fucking, it's really, really well done. Man, I can't rate this film highly enough, actually. I reckon it's fucking blinding. It's really, really fucking good.
I'll tell you, there's a sequel when the family survive and swap their bodies with another thing.
I hope not. Back. It's like we said with Inception last time out. I mean, I like...
Inception 2?
Fuck off. There's never going to be an Inception 2. And if there ever is, mate, I'll go absolutely bloody ham. But yeah, I like the fact there isn't a sequel to this, because it's a one and done. It tells the story it needs to tell.
Yeah.
And it comes to a satisfying conclusion.
Yeah, it did.
I can't rate it highly enough. I think it's fucking fantastic. Love the cultural. I mean, there is that kind of hint. I love the things when it comes to the cultural commentary. I love it. I love the way it's done. It's not done heavy-handed. It's not done fucking obnoxious. It isn't done with like an overriding agenda. It's there to kind of give you a little bit of extra context as to why everything that's going on.
Yeah. Also, like I like the at the middle of the movie when he realized that her girlfriend had a picture of all the black dudes that she has in the bedroom, and do you know what? Maybe you don't like some. I knew that she was going to turn at some point, or you know, like she was going to do the thing. And you know what? Maybe it tried to make you realize that maybe she's also like being minded, like manipulated as well. Like she's just his debate, but like her family like hypnotize her to forget everything about it.
But
like,
no, really,
no, she's like deep in it.
Yeah, because the thing is, like when you find that final that kind of little reveal, because like because there's a situation where like he turns around to her and says, "Look, we gotta go. Come on, get pack your bags, let's get out of it." And they go down the stairs, and the next thing is like the family kind of congregate around him almost.
Yeah, to like surrender him.
Yeah, surround him. And so he keeps turning around to her, "Where's the keys? Where's the keys?" And he shouts at her, "Where's the fucking keys?" And she turns around and she looks
like
up.
She keep looking.
Yeah,
she's stressfully looking. Like, you know,
yeah, she's you believe the panic for a minute, and then she grabs the keys, looks up as calm as you like. There they are.
There they are. There you go.
And it's like that. Then any doubt that you had. That if you had doubt beforehand, that was confirmed. If you didn't have doubt beforehand, that's when the penny drops.
Yeah, the penny drop. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like I would know she's part of this as well.
And also, you can see that he cannot control himself. He tried to swing him before, like, you know, like he was like the brother. Like he tried to swing him.
Yeah.
Even though she was still looking for a key or stuff like that, you know, like it like could tell you like it was like it couldn't contain itself. Like he had to kick the guy or yeah.
And then so he then grabs, and then she just taps the teacup, and he just falls over because he's already been suggested. It's just so well done, man. So well done.
Yeah.
What a brilliant film.
Oh my god,
I can't rate it highly enough. Like, I could go on about the rest of the main cast. Cast are brilliant again. Like, I love the dad. The dad was he comes initially across as this goofy but well-meaning dad. Turns out no, he's a creep. The mother comes across really well, played by Catherine Keener.
She's actually a manipulative bitch.
Yeah, she turns out to be an absolute cunt. The daughter again, Alison. I mean, her performance again. I'd say the two main actors you could say are Daniel Kaluuya and Alison Williams. Their performances are brilliant. Yeah. They are brilliant, and that's not to say anything else about the rest of the cast. I mean, the geezer who plays Walter is a guy called Marcus Henderson. He comes across as really fucking creepy. But also really tragic in the end because, like, right at the end where he does the camera trick on him.
Yeah, the flash.
And then, he kind of.
That's the worst. Like basically, like every time somebody has a flash or there's a flash of light, it's just like a back to reality.
Yeah, it's almost like they bring that comes out of them.
Yeah.
But because that was hinted at earlier on because like he tries to take a sly. Because what happens is Daniel Kaluuya's character tries to take a sly photo.
Yeah.
Right?
But he uses flash by mistake.
And that produces a reaction from the kid that got kidnapped at the start of the movie, played by Lakeith Stanfield. Andre was the character. Because he gets kidnapped at the start of the film, you don't see him, but when you do see him later on, he's kind of weird. Like, he's got his straw hat on, he's dressing like an old white man, he's just very peculiar. And then when Daniel Kaluuya takes the photograph of him, all of a sudden the internal character comes out.
And also his accent changed, also his way of talking changed.
Yeah, like, straight away. It's like...
brother, get out! Like, you're like, you could maybe call brother or something like that. Yeah. Say something like that, you know?
Yeah, he turns around and
says,
get out.
Dude, or something like that.
Get out. And then they grab him, they subdue him, they drag him in, and they put him back under again.
Yeah.
And he comes across, and then he comes out talking.
I'm sorry for all of you. Basically, they talk like old white people.
Yeah,
that's why they do. Like,
old
sorry,
white Americans.
Friend. Let's play a little bit of polo, please.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They're like, yeah, they're
do you know what I mean?
It's strange because his body is different. Like, will he like keep walk and do like talk like he was still like an old person? Like,
yeah, even though he's only 30 years old.
Yeah, 20. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I thought, I'm generally speaking, like, yeah. So, So yeah, and then he uses that same trick on your man at the end because like you see him running, and he fucking he's peeling it, right? Runs down, and then grabs him, puts him on the floor, and then your man does.
Have you realized also that the people who were like their brain being swapped, they cannot sleep.
Yeah,
They don't sleep. They don't sleep because if they sleep, the subconscious come back, like, you know.
maybe.
Yes, for that to see running during the night or like touching their hair like all the time. Like they always wake up because if they sleep, like it's subconscious come back, like, you know.
Yeah, and only that. Another thing that was said was like the dad says it to your man.
It's never mentioned, but I something I kind of feel that was part of the.
Maybe you might be right there. Actually, good observation. But there's one thing he turns around and says because they have a black maid and a black groundskeeper.
I know they look racist.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what you think. I know what you think.
Yeah.
I know what you think.
But he turns around and says, "Oh yeah, basically they looked after. They were here before my grandmother passed away, and we couldn't bear to let go of them.
No.
The reason he says we couldn't bear to let go of them because we couldn't bear to let go of my mum and dad.
Yeah, so we find them a body and they
Find them a substitute body and brought them back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, very clever. Rewards you for paying attention.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And not only that, it's like, but anyway, poor old Walter, when she comes to, like, and you know, he realizes the situation he's in. First, he somehow manages to get the gun, he shoots the girl, and takes the gun to his own, like, and turns around. You think he's going to shoot Chris?
No, he
doesn't. He takes the gun,
take his own life,
took his own head, blew his own brains out, and I'm like, that was quite a tragic ending for the poor fucker.
No, because it was one of the girl that
he was one of the victims.
Yeah, it was one of the victims. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Of course, he was one of the victim. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I just wow. What I mean, that's the thing is like, the film. How long was the film again? What was the running time?
An hour and a half.
It wasn't long, was it? Yeah. I mean, again,
no, does
it say it? I don't know.
Maybe on the side there. Go back there, and on the side there.
On the side?
No,
not there. Maybe on Rotten.
fuck! I could have watched there. Like it's okay.
That's right. Well, look, it's about it. Look, let's say it doesn't overstay its welcome.
No, doesn't.
You know, because again, it's probably one of the benefits of having a $4.5 million budget.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it comes. It doesn't. It can't afford to kind of fuck around. It can't afford to kind of be bloated and stupid. It has to tell the story it has with the resources at its disposal. And I think the team behind Get Out, sorry, are basically, they're on their A game. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, when I heard the budget, $4.5 million USD, I'm blown away. And it grossed $176 million in America and total worldwide gross of $255.5 million. Fucking fair play.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Because I think it was made by Blumhouse, which I think it's to do with Warner Brothers. But Blumhouse are basically like a horror movie kind of studio, if you like.
It's not Warner, it's like Universal.
Was it Universal? Oh, fair enough.
Like is these
Oh yeah, true. But Blumhouse just basically they're like a horror imprint, I think. And that's the thing is like with horror movies, generally speaking, you don't have more often than not they don't have massive budgets. They don't 1 hour and 44 minutes.
Yeah.
That's how long it took. So, horror films don't usually have massive budgets. So they've got to do a lot with what they have at their disposal.
You talk about the Blair Witch Project or the Paranormal Activity, who pretty much have no budget basically. Like
but they're crap.
They're crap.
Do you know,
But
I hate
they got a lot of
found
money.
footage
They got a lot of money from basically paying nothing.
Oh yeah, true. I mean, like, I think Blair Witch Project is still the most profitable film that was ever released.
Yeah, and also the Paranormal Activity movie as well.
Yeah, basically those two basically they have next to no money and they make fucking bundles of money in the box office. And I've got to say, look, whether I like them or I dislike them, fair play. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's good. It's good. Like with minimal resources and smart marketing, like if you do it right, you can make your money. Like even movies like Deadpool when that first came out, I think they only had they had $60 million, but they thought that was the film budget. It wasn't. It was the film and marketing budget.
Huh.
And so they actually had, like, because didn't they change up the fucking end scene, didn't they?
Basically, they didn't have enough money to have like guns and stuff like that.
That's right, yeah. So they
like, go back kung fu.
Exactly.
We go kung fu.
So yeah, they had to change up the end, and you know, the first Deadpool nearly made $1 billion, like $950 million. Ridiculous.
Well, I think there's a scene like he has to fight all the bad guys, and basically like you don't see the fight, you just see like Deadpool calling like Vincent. Or Vincent. I know he write his name with the body of the goons.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's, the British bad guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was smartly done.
It's smartly done. You don't see the fight, but like here we go, like
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, what was it just goes to show you what you can do.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's great about it. It's like, all right, then fuck it. You know, you can have a brilliant movie and it can make really good money. I mean, like $250 million, mate. That's a load of fucking cash. That's massively profitable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Why does every film have to be fucking 200 million? Something again, Inception, the last film we watched.
10
Definitely.
10 million. 10
What?
10
Inception?
million. How many million?
It was about $170 million, I think it was. That was the budget, 160, 170. Okay, that film justifies its budget because Christopher Nolan, look, I fucking sucked that geezer's dick enough last time out. But I can't, you know, Christopher Nolan is a visionary, he's a genius. Already kind of said that. But also when it comes to, so certain films do justify their budget. Do you know what I mean? Especially if they make the money. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd say, I'll go as far as to say, because I know Blade Runner 2049 wasn't profitable, but it's a beautiful film and it will stand the test of time.
Yeah.
You know? So, okay, it's unfortunate they lost out at the box office, but also it's one of those films that stamps Daniel Villeneuve as one of those directors.
Very capable director, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not just very capable, a top tier director.
Yeah.
Kind of, which also, like, I'd say 2049 led to Dune. And Dune, I mean, I'm reading the books at the moment. I fucking love them. They're amazing.
I think we're going to do a book special podcast maybe at some point.
Yeah, we should do. Like,
you explain me the story of Dune.
Well, we can watch the movie and we can talk about the book as well, which I do anyway.
Yeah.
You know, if I've read the original source material, I always kind of mention it. But yeah, I mean, I just really like it when studios actually do the smart thing. You know, like, okay, back talent, give them the budget they need to let them tell the story they need to tell, market it properly, and what do you know? Your films are successful.
It's good to see like a good horror movie. You know, like not
Yeah.
a goofy one, or not like
Not schlocky and stupid.
yeah. Or easy slash, or easy like jump scares or stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Like what we just watched is a psychological horror.
yeah,
It's not a slasher. It's not a I found the slasher genre a bit. We talk about that when we see a slash Halloween. I think that's the slasher that we're gonna watch.
yeah. We're gonna be watching a few slashers.
I find there's a bit. Yeah, we'll talk about it when we watch it. But like it's very dumb. Sometimes slashers are very dumb. It's like who is going to the next victim and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's very reliant on you relating to the potential victims and the characters.
Yeah,
it's like with, you know, the Scream series where you got to kind of relate to Sydney's character.
yeah.
You know, and you know she's the one who always survives every fucking film.
Or you do like the Terminator, the first Terminator. You see there's two angles. You see the angle of Sarah Connor and Kyle Reese,
Carl Reese, yeah.
Kyle Reese, and you see outside another like a scene. You see the Terminator coming to get Sarah Connor, and at some point they meet. Like it's basically the tension. You build the tension, and you see like
it's the chase.
damage. It's a chase. It's the damage that he's doing and stuff like that. And and until the climax when he can confront Sarah Connor.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So,
Sarah Connor.
well, that's the thing, though. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, it's good. It's good seeing films being smart as well, treating their audience with respect, not being fucking stupid.
No.
You know, because like, how often do you see it? You know?
With the horror movie, a lot.
Yeah, well, not just with horror movies, but with movies in general.
Yeah, in general, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You even see it in video games now, where like, what was it? I haven't played God of War Ragnarok yet. I really want to at some point. But one of the criticisms it got was the characters kept fucking telling you the answers to the puzzles.
Yeah, because you're taking too much time or something like that.
No, it's not even that. You go in there and it's like, oh yeah, I think that's the answer to the puzzle. All right, thank you very fucking much. You've just taken away part of the fun of the game, you cunt.
Yeah.
Do you know
The
what I mean?
puzzle, like you just broke the thing of the puzzle.
What
thing.
was the point of putting it there in the first place?
Yeah, like for example, in Portal, this is a very puzzle-y game.
Oh, I love Portal.
Never.
Portal 2 is fucking one of my favourite games of all
Both
time.
of them are great, but like never GLaDOS or stuff like that would tell you the clue of a.
No,
a thing.
GLaDOS just winds you up and tells you there's cake, and then there's no cake. Do you know what I mean? GLaDOS is fucking
Cake
brilliant.
is a lie.
The cake is a lie. But yeah, I mean, Portal. I mean, yeah, you're right. Both games are brilliant, but Portal 2 especially because it expands on the story so much more.
Also,
and Wheatley's funny. And I like Wheatley.
Half-Life as a video game, it's a very puzzle. It's Half-Life is a puzzle game from the first Half-Life to the second Half-Life. It's like you try to use the environment to get to point A to point B.
Yeah,
it was always like that, and there is no clue. There's nobody going to tell you do this, do that. You can make your own way. That's what the magic of it. Like nobody's like holding you the hand. It's like, oh look, you should do this and this. You're like,
yeah, because that's the thing. The things right. Look, when it comes to video games, right, if you're gonna put a puzzle in there, treat the gamer with a bit of respect and let them solve the fucking puzzle.
Like,
if they want, look, you can. If you want, what you could do is you could turn on like a mode, like say if you play through an easy mode,
go to the character and say like, can you help me with that? Like just press a key and just like, can you
help
me with that?
Yeah, something along those lines. Have you got any? Right,
Boy,
boy, have you any ideas?
boy, use your brain.
But don't be sorry, be better. But yeah, I just appreciate it when I'm treated with intelligence, whether it's by movies or video games or whatever the fuck else. You know. Pardon me.
My God.
Yeah, we are very gassy today.
It's burpee.
But
The
very
burpee's
burpy.
on.
But yeah, I mean, I just love it when movies treat you with a bit of fucking intelligence. You know, it's like or any form of entertainment. I don't like being spoken down to. I don't like being condescended because I'm pretty fucking intelligent. Thank you very much. So would you just let me use my intelligence to figure this shit out?
What would be the thing that's the example in cinema? Do you like when they give you the same flashback all over again every time? Do you like they give you the same flashback to tell you like, oh, if you didn't pay attention in the beginning of the movie, that's why.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like it's just like little.
It did happen in Get Out. So like when he's doing this.
Yeah, but the thing is though, the reason why it's from the character though.
Yeah, it's from the character. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because he does that. That's the thing that he does.
Yeah. And
you're told very early on in the film that's something that this character does. It's not like it's not done in such a way where it's like okay, you know, it doesn't explain to you until afterwards. Then the penny drops. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But this is born of something the character naturally does anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why it keeps getting highlighted because like what the film is telling you, the film isn't telling you this is the answer to the puzzle. No. The film is telling you pay attention to this because this will be important later on.
Yeah.
Right.
So they give you a key, instead of give you like the answer, they give you like a clue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or they give you they give you the key to unlock the door.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like then by the end of it, you feel to yourself, oh right, okay, you've worked it out with the character.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what Get Out really does very well.
Yep.
I can't rate it highly enough. I really can't. What about you?
Or you go like every time you don't know what to say, and
No,
I say everything.
No, it's not. I don't know what to say. I look at you. You look it up into fucking space. I'm trying to encourage conversation out of you.
That's why I'm thinking.
Oh, you think then? Go on. We'll have a pregnant pause while Roman thinks.
Okay. I have not much else to say about the movie, to be honest. You know, like I think it's a pretty good movie, and I highly recommend it. And it's a good way to start the Spook-tober series. Do you want to talk about the next movie in the Spook-tober series?
Oh, we could do that if you want. Yeah.
Let's
okay. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so Get Out has been ticked off.
Yep.
So
we have Alien. You
Alien.
You can just
oh yeah. Okay, we can untick
sound
that
effect.
One. All right. So we've got Alien. We've got Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We've got The Thing. We've got Nosferatu, the original.
Just comment if you want Alien.
No, don't do that. We haven't got a big enough audience. We just don't. Right. When we do, we will, but not until such time.
Subscribe if you want Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like if you want The Thing, and then dislike if you want Nosferatu. I think Nosferatu is going to be like hard to watch.
It probably will. In fairness, it's like
We
it's an
got
old
because
film.
Nosferatu is the
30 odd, isn't it?
1930 German black and white movie with basically no sound. It's just
It's older than that. Then it'll be like 1920s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, we're definitely going to give it a
But
go
it's,
anyway.
it's one of the first horror movies.
Yeah, I know. It's an important film in the lineage of the horror.
Do you know what? Let's
genre.
go back in time, and I think we should go for The Thing, or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, or
next
leave the Texas Chainsaw Massacre for later. But I like The Thing.
All right, let's go to the thing then.
The Thing, yeah. The Thing.
All right then. So next time out, what we're going to do is we're going to watch The Thing.
Oh, the old one, not the remake. Oh, the prequel. They did a prequel.
Oh, I thought we were watching the John Carpenter one.
We are watching the John Carpenter one.
Okay, we're
which
going
is a sequel of the prequel who just released the sooner.
Okay, my eyes are crossing.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is we're going to watch John Carpenter's original The Thing from 1982.
Yeah.
I think it was. So yeah, we'll watch that. So that'll be the next one. And seeing as we're revealing that, I think we'll round this one out, shall we?
Yeah, I think so.
Because you're looking a little bit yawny
Yeah.
and tired. God bless your heart. All right, then. So what we'll do, we're going to round this one out now. So we'd like to say thank you to everyone who's paying attention. This is a bit of a short one after the last two.
We got a new green screen as well.
Oh yeah, we've not got any green screen.
Yeah.
So there's
We
gonna
can
be-
show all our subscriber. There's one guy going. Or we can just like have a list of subscribers, like like.
Well, that's up to you. You're the one editing
Yeah,
this.
there you go. Yeah.
So yeah,
How many people is that right now? 60?
65.
So I have to write down 65 names.
Well, we don't have all 65 available.
Oh, they're not here?
No, it's not. They're not. Well, they're not here. No, not in the room with us.
You
no.
could be here watching this video.
Well, yeah. Hopefully, you're coming back and you're enjoying what us spraffing on about movies and other matters for that other things for that matter. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we've got a new green screen, so like Roman's got more work to do.
Yeah.
Which pleases me immensely.
Yeah.
Because it takes me long enough to do the fucking Jen's Dark Art videos. So yeah,
It's just going to be drag and drop and research for images. I'm going to research for images of a panda or images of
I don't care what you do.
Xylophone.
You just work away, sunshine. You
Yeah.
just work away.
Okay.
But yeah. So anyway, we'll be back next week. So what we do is we'd like to thank you very much for watching. My name's been John Clow.
I've been Roman Trash.
This has been Post Watch Post Mortem, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.